Okay, so number next is purchase orders. And purchase orders are how you can use the system, have Atlas help you put together the orders of the items that you want to order from your vendors. So basically, this is sort of a system to help you manage the orders that are going back and forth from your vendors. And then when that order comes back in, you'll be able to check in that order, and that will update your inventory. So let's say that uniform that I just set up, I had 12 in stock. When I get down to three uniforms, it's going to say, hey, you need to order these uniforms. And then I'm going to order, let's say, 10, right? However many you want to order. Then when that order comes back in from Vision, you're going to check in that order, and it will update your inventory and say, yep, you got 10 more back in your inventory. So now your inventory has been replenished to whatever level it is you wanted to replenish it. So let's just kind of set one up here, and we'll walk through the items. So number one, I just go to Group Actions again, New Purchase Order. So I'm just creating a new purchase order. Again, this is really just a template for me to be able to know what I need to order and what I'm going to order from that vendor. So first, it's the staff member who's making the purchase order. That's me. And the vendor that I'm ordering from, let's say it's Vision. And these are the items that are available from Vision. Again, I just created Vision, and I just created this blue uniform top. It's the only item that Vision offers in my current system. If you have many items there, you can also use this search feature here to find items. Sometimes if you have a very long list, you'll want to do that. So let's say I'm down to my 3 items. I'm down to my 3 uniform tops, and I want to order 10 more. So I can just kind of click this here and order 10 more. I can click this button 4 or 5 times if I want to, or I can just go in here and type the number 10, and I've got that as an item order. So now it's telling me that, yep, I want to order 10 uniform tops size blue, blue uniform tops size 2, and the price is, my wholesale price is $24.99. That means $249.90 is the total of my order, and I can click Save, and that will automatically generate for me a printed purchase order. Most of your vendors would accept this, I'm sure. So you can send this off to your vendor, placing your order very easily. Now, when that order comes back from the vendor, typically one of 3 things can happen. Either you don't get it back, right, which is pretty rare. Vision's a pretty good vendor, and they have a great track record of getting you what it is that you needed. Second is you could get your entire order all at once, all exactly the way you ordered it. Or third is sometimes you can get a partial order, right? Sometimes a specific type of uniform or a specific type of weapon perhaps is on back order or something like that, and they shipped you a partial order. So we have the ability to handle either of those, any of those events. So here's that order I just created, and here's the date I just created it. And you can sort by this date if you want to. You can click that A to Z here, and it will sort by that date. So I'm going to go ahead, this purchase order number 356, I can either click on that link, or I can drop down this action menu and view purchase order. And here's that purchase order I made for 10 uniform tops. Now it's asking me, so far it's saying that I've received 0 so far, and it's asking me how many I received. Now you've got, again, a couple of options. If I received them all, I don't have to really do anything. We kind of created a shortcut here. If you just click Mark as Received, this button down here, you can click that. It'll automatically check in all 10 of these uniforms, add 10 to your inventory, right? Your inventory control, your items section. It'll say, yep, I got all 10 of them, put them back in my inventory, and you're good to go. The other option is you can enter the number that you did receive. So let's say, for example, 5 of these uniforms were on back order. So I'm just going to pop into this little section, and I'm going to type I received 5 of them, and then I'm going to click Save. Not received, but Save. Now, saving that new update for the purchase order, if I go back into the purchase order, you'll see that it remembers total received so far is 5. So maybe next week, maybe they ship me another partial order and 2 come back in. So now I can add 2 more that I've received, and again, click Save. Right? And again, when I go back into that purchase order, it now remembers that I've already received 7, so there really are only 3 outstanding, right? So that's basically how that works. There's also one other shortcut. If you do receive the entire order, you don't even have to open the purchase order if you don't want to. You can just go here to Actions, mark all items as received, and complete the order all at once. So if you knew what you ordered, if you, again, only ordered 10 uniform tops and all 10 of them came in, you wouldn't even have to open the purchase order. You could just go here and say mark all as received and complete the order. It will mark them all as received and basically clear out that purchase order from your system. You won't have to worry about it again. It's marked as received. All the inventory goes back into your inventory control module, and actually the purchase order goes away. Let me see here. Yeah, this was a different one I was testing earlier today. So that purchase order is now, for all intents and purposes, deleted. It's in your recycle bin. So that's how purchase orders work.